Good morning. One of the things that I do not like about the beginning of summer are gnats. Gnats are nasty. Now, gnats are those little bugs, of course, that fly around. I don't know their scientific name. But there's another form of gnats that I'd like to warn you about this time of the year. I use that word as an acronym for negative attribution temptation. N.A.T. A negative attribution temptation. Now, what that means is that when somebody disagrees with you, or when you disagree with somebody else, I have a tendency, to attribute negatively toward them. That is, we say, well, that person is wrong if they disagree with me. And furthermore, they're a bad person. That's the way it goes in our minds. When we think somebody else is wrong, we also think of them as bad. And the longer we allow that negative attribution temptation to go on, the worse that person actually gets in our mind. On the other hand, if we'll fend off the gnats and do what the smartest man who ever lived said, I think we'd find our minds going in a different direction. What did Jesus say? You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. That's the negative attribution temptation. But I say to you, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same thing? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even the Gentiles do the same? You therefore must be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Wow. Well, how do we get on with perfection? By taking Jesus' advice. And by not allowing the negative attribution temptation to grip our hearts and to grip our minds. So let's swat the gnats and get on with the life that Jesus offers us. I'll see you tomorrow.